Hi, good morning. My name is still the anchor of Cloud Restoration Place and Academy. I bid you welcome to my YouTube page once again. In here, we released educative videos on cartridge farming to farmers on a daily basis. Make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure that you press on the notification button. This will tell you when I released new videos on this channel. And make sure that you share, like, give comment, and let us know which area or cartridge farming you are willing to know, or if this information is really helpful for you. Make sure that you like, give the thumbs up, and give a lovely feedback. Once again, I'm Biodun Dutola. I'm taking you through a season of cartridge farming, which is very, very important to all cartridge farmers to really know. I talked about how to treat your concrete pond in one of my videos. You can check. I think I made a suggestion up on this video, so you can go through it and watch it. Why I'll be repeating this kind of a topic is because I quite understand most farmers are still getting it very, very wrong in pond preparation, especially for pond stocking, which are one of the most important parts of catfish success. So that is why I'll be tagging my video today as a benefit of preventive measures for catfish farmers. As we all know, because of the English, as we all know that the preventive measures of catfish farming is not only about knowing how to feed your fishes, knowing how to control your diseases and other parameters or other way you thought this may have been. But preventive measures in catfish farming starts from the seed, your pond preparation, your fish handling, which I think is very important, where most farmers are not really getting it right. Preventive measures start from when you want to start a catfish farming and you constructed a pond. Most especially those of us that are having a concrete pond, we need to get an expert, a consultant. I don't know how much this may cost, but I think it's better enough to have a consultant that just having a bricklayer that will just construct a pond for you without giving you the measures on how to prepare your pond, how to prepare your pond for stocking, how to channel your water, how to tell you where your inlet and the outlet will be, how to fertilize your pond, which are the measures I'll be talking about today. Note, this video will be running on part 1, part 2, maybe part 3. And if I can't finish it up today, I'll be continuing on the other part in the next video. So make sure that you subscribe to this video. Make sure that you click on the notification button so that when the next video is out, you should be the one of the first to make sure that you listen to this very great information. For example, what you are seeing here is a newly constructed pond. The pond was constructed, which I was in here to come for mentorship and stock the pond for them. So based on my understanding, I thought all of them in the farm are really experts, and which I thought the pond should be well prepared and well fertilized and well reserved for a newly infant seeds that are coming. I do go to a lot of farms when we are doing our pre-stocking, and we need to correct a lot of things to make sure that this could not and will not affect the infant seeds that we are bringing to the farm. These fishes are still very, very small, so they need care. They need a very cozy environment for them to strive and to grow better, which we need to make sure that we take care of them properly. I normally tell you guys that if you want to go into catfish farming is just like you having a small baby at home. The way you take care of them is the same replicant way you take care of catfish farming. These are artificial seedlings. They are not natural seedlings, so they are not as rugged as the natural seedlings that you can just dump in any area without due process. So what we got here is that we understand after stocking that the pond is not well fertilized. They have not cleaned up the lime from the cement from the concrete pond. The concrete is new constructed, and because they needed fish urgently to start the business, they called for stocking. So we got there immediately. We have to do our job. That means the first thing we do is that we make sure that we test the water. After testing the water, I discovered the water has been there for like 24 hours, and the water have already turned to alkaline. So they flushed it out and put new water for our stocking as we are here. So I'm here to mentor and to stock the pond. So what we do relatively is that we, after putting in the water, we have to stock the pond. But the most important thing, and I might tell you guys, is that in many ways for you to make sure that you follow the preventive measures of catfish farming, I said start from your handling. Make sure that you have experts in order to assist in constructing your ponds. If you don't know about the business, don't do it yourself. Don't call a bricklayer, because bricklayers are very, very stubborn. Most bricklayers are stubborn because of the money they want to make in the construction alone, which they thought getting an expert will deprive from them from making that profit from you. They are convincing enough to tell you they can't do it, and they have been doing it before. They have done it to many farms. Is a concrete pond. It's just only to construct a concrete pond for your farm, which they failed to know that concrete pond himself have close to about 3 categories, depend on the sizes. It's not only about raising block up and plastering block that you are running a concrete pond. So by the time we get to many farms, we discover there are a lot of errors that has to be amended, most especially through the drainage system, which I thought is very, very important for all catfish farmers to really understand how and when to drain their water. The pond in here is not well reserved for the drainage system, which the outlet pipe and the inlet pipe is not well placed. So we need to make sure that they correct this, but because the seedlings are here and we can't allow them to stay in the container for as long as much, because where we are coming from is very, very far. It takes us all about 3 hours to get to this destination. So we need to make sure that we stock the pond, and they try to rectify the errors immediately after. So once again, the pond is not well, the drainage pipe is not well placed, which are some of the way you need to understand about your preventive measures on catfish farming. Again, is the water. If you want to stock a Neole pond, make sure that you have a water tester. Test your water, most especially against the pH and the alkaline level of your water. The ponds that we will be stocking the pond fresh, make sure that the water is neutral. You can do this by one. If your water is acidic, maybe you test your water and it's acidic, and you don't even know how to make sure that you balanced your water. So what you can do is that put the water into the concrete pond for 24 hours. So by the time we will stock after the 24 hours, by the time you test the water might have been neutral. So this will give a cozy environment for the fish immediately they are stocked into the pond. And cementing on a concrete pond has to be well fertilized. There are a lot of measures to fertilize this, which have been mentioned in series of my videos. Like one, look at around of this farm now. They have a lot of plantain leaves and stems. These are what they should have used in fertilized the water very easily. So fertilizing it can take them 7 to 9 days or 10 days in order to make sure that this is done properly. So after putting water, cut some plantain stems or plantain leaves, as you can see around there, wasting, to make sure that the pond lime is well taken care of. So all this has to be done and has to be managed in order to make sure that the preventive measures of your farm is well managed. And another thing you need to do is that your pipe, by the time you can look at this the inlet pipe, that means the outlet pipe, is not perforated for fishes to go. So what they do is that they have to remove, if they want to drain the water, they have to remove the pipe from the inside to allow the water out, which one will be wasting most of the seedlings and be stressing the seedlings. So this has to be done by a professional. So make sure that by the time you want to do your construction, get in touch with a professional. Let them advise you on what you can do from the base. Foundation is very, very important for a successful business. So make sure that you solidify your foundation so that you can be rest assured that what you are doing, you are at the right track. So on the continuation of this video, I'll be taking you through other ways, points that you could note in order to follow the preventive measures of a successful catfish farming. So thank you once again. My name is Owode DTM. Make sure that you get most of these ebooks you can see on the screen. They can help you in many ways in your farm. Many people have been getting you and be getting it and be giving great testimonies, and this has been helping many farms to grow as expected. So make sure that you get a copy for your farm, get it for your farm managers, let them read it, ask them questions on these books, detailed books, and this will make them the guru that you deserve to make success in your catfish farming. So once again, thank you. Make sure that you give your feedbacks, press on the notification button, and make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube page.